Hi, I'm Nahid Ansari, and in this video we're gonna talk about health bar part 2. So without any further ado, let's begin. What I find out that whenever a video get too long, like 20 minutes, nobody watch it till the end. And that's a problem. If you want to teach about GUI stuff in GameMaker Studio, you need more than 20 minutes. You need an hour, right? So let's just do it fast. You remember from last video, we create a function in here, we call it draw health bar, draw m health bar, because GameMaker has draw health bar. But we wanted to have our own health bar, right? And we draw our health bar in here, we give it a x and y, we calculate a x and y for our health bar to be at the middle, and I did show you how you can do that. And we use draw a sprite part to decrease our health of our health bar, right? So first of all, I'm gonna show you something in our sprite in here. If we open up this sprite, you know that all of these sprites that we use for our health bar is at the same size. All of them is 400, 225, right? So all of them has same size. And if you want to decrease this health in here, if we put the left value, if you remember, I hope you remember from last video what we have done. If we, in this draw sprite part, in left, if we set it to, for example, 95, it will decrease our health bar, okay? And in here, if we put it at 28, it will be at full health. And if you put it at 200, it will be for when your player died, okay? So the maximum health is 28 and minimum health is 200. Just remember those values, 28 and 200. And after that, just bring back the anchor point to the top left, okay? So let's just go back to our GUI, and what I want to do, I want to give an input to our function. So for example, the value. So your health is from 0 to 100. For example, you can have it from 0 to 200 or whatever, okay? You get the idea how you can do that. The value, and in here I want another input for max health and minimum health. So for example, in your game, your player have health from 0 to 100 or from 0 to 200 or have health from 0 to 1000. No matter what, this function should do the job for you, right? So note that we have all of these values. I want to show you a function that is important. You remember that 28 and 200 that I did show you. Let's just put them in a variable in here and call it my max age to 28, okay? And var my min age for health to 200. So if we put my max health to this left side, it should be at full health. And if we put 200 in on this left side, it should be minimum health, okay? So with this maximum and minimum, we want to have a health value, okay? So var health value, and let's just put it at 0 at the beginning. And if you don't get what I'm doing, don't worry, it's when I'm done writing the codes, you will get the idea what it's doing, right? I wrote this function that will map our value that is between, for example, 0 to 100 to be between another bound, for example, 28 and 200. You get the idea, right? So for just write down this function. I will explain this function in details in another video because it takes too much time. It's just mapping a value that is between some minimum and maximum value, and it will map it to another minimum maximum value, okay? So with that, let's just use it in our health bar in here. So instead of just putting 0 in here, I want to say map between, and the value that I want to change its bound is or value that the programmer give that put in this value, okay? So let's just do that. And you can see the current lower bound is this minimum health, okay? So let's just put it in here. And current upper bound is our max health that for example the programmer will give it to this function. So let's just copy and paste that into here, and we want to map it to these values 28 and 200. And you remember from that I did show you in sprites where we get these values, okay? So desired lower is this minimum, okay? So let's just put it in here, and desired upper bound is this my max health in here. And we just doing that, we have this health value, and what this map between is doing is just getting this value that is between 0, for example, to 100, and change it to be between our minimum value and maximum value, that is 28 and 200, okay? So if we just copy this and put it instead of this 95 that we hard coded in here, and put it in here as well. So with this we offset it. Please watch my last video about this health bar. Okay, so with this function now that we have, let's just use this function. So for example, we want to draw 25 from maximum health that is 100 and minimum health that is 0. Okay, so we want to draw this, so it should be 25% of that health bar, and you can see it's 25 now. So you can see it is at 25% now. And if we change this to something like 10% from 0 to 100, okay, so let's just run it again, and you can see no, it is at 10% in here. And let's just again change the value in here to 90%, and you can see it's at 90% of our health. And it doesn't matter what value you put in here. For example, 1000 for maximum health and 0 for the minimum health, it should work. Okay, so it will be like 9% of health in this case, because the maximum health is 1000, right? So let's just run again, and you can see it's now at 9%. So because you know nobody liked long video, I will create another video for creating a function for decreasing this value whenever the player get hits. Okay, but I know you get the idea how this system is working, and you can do it for stamina, and everything should work fine for you. It's my honor to have you at the end of this video. Please, if you want to help me, hit that like button. It's very much important to me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.